Hey you guys, Bubba Sawyer here, back again with my marriage lever gun by Rossi, a Brass Tech Rossi Firearms to North America. This is the ranch hand, and before I get started, it's not a SBR, a short barrel rifle, or a SBL, short barrel lever gun. Short barrel lever gun. This is from the factory, made as a handgun. So if you look the serial numbers up on this gun, it will pop up as a handgun. So, which I would never cut down a rifle. I couldn't do it because it's illegal. Couldn't do it because of conscience. I couldn't ruin a rifle. But if you do cut a rifle down, you gotta go through all the paperwork, get it converted over to a handgun. With this, you ain't gotta do. So you've seen this before. Gonna talk about it. Gonna tell you the things that I've done to it that you've already seen in previous videos, and I'm gonna show you the things I've done to it that you have not seen until today. And here's my El Paso, Texas holster that I won off of eBay. It was a custom holster. It was way longer and I had to cut it down because of the mods I did to the gun. Now the original handle on this wooden handle was originally went back to here, so I had to cut it down. I cut about that much off of it. It was way back here and it looked ridiculous, so I cut that chunk off of it, which here's a piece of it, which the piece that's right went to where my finger was. I had to cut it again because I ended up dropping the gun and tearing a plug out of it, which you've seen on that piece. And then when I was cutting it, I tore a plug out of the bottom with the hacksaw because the blade was kind of jacked up. You can see here at the top where you can see that real grain line there. I had to splice a piece in and glue it in. Same with the bottom, which it's just an old lever gun. This is chambered in the 45 long coat. 45 long coat. There's the beast of a shell. Anyway, the front part, I cut off the barrel. The barrel was originally out to here, so I cut that much off of it, moved everything back, and I got away with this piece, not having to slice it because it kind of fit loosely. But I did have to cut the second piece here. I had to cut that much out of it. Let me focus. Focus. So I had to cut right there where that bolt is. I had to cut that much out, and this camera is not going to focus. The same with up here. You couldn't shoot anything with this because you couldn't hit nothing where it was so short. So the front sight got whacked off when I done that. So, which I didn't use the sights anyway. It's just really a novelty, but it is a fully functional. And I short the tube. I guess you call it a magazine tube or whatever. This part here, I shortened it down. And when I did that, I had to re-drill a new hole for the screw, and I had to shorten down the spring. I made this to the accuracy length of the Wanted Dead or Alive, Steve McQueen, Josh Randall, and the Zoe Firefly, and Zombieland, Tallahassee. So it's more or less the style of Tallahassee. I might later on modify this lever loop because it's literally too big. So I might modify it where it comes down about in there and goes around and does away with this big, because it's got the rifleman installed. But that's what I did to the gun. It's fully functional, works as intended. And I went over the wood grain with some black shoe polish that I had left over. It was like a petroleum based boot wax in a metal can. I dabbed over it, polished it, brings out that dark wood grain because it was too light of a green. So there it is. And oh, on the top I removed the safety, as you seen. I took a Dremel, took the F and S fire safe off of it. Rossi put on. You might say, well, why would you do that? That's taking the safety off. Well, if you don't know these 1892 lever guns, there's a half cock. You could do that and the trigger won't do anything. Then there's the full cock. And then you could do that half cock and it does to where it won't go off. So it's already had a built-in safety. You know, like I said, the serial numbers, you can look that up and it will show as a handgun. So this is not a SBR or a SBL. This is from the factory, a handgun. You can alter handguns, but you cannot put a stock on a handgun. Like, I couldn't take this and put a full stock on it because it'd be considered a rifle, and that'd be illegal because, you know, same thing. There it is, guys. It's more or less a novelty. I do pack it every now and then. I don't know the overall length. I say it's about 18 inches long, or whatever you would say that the length of that would be. But there it is, guys. My Rossi ranch hand modified into an accurate, movie accurate weapon. Fully functional. Thanks for watching, guys.